Sophia, thanks for today. And hey, next time I come by, I'll be counting on that family discount again.
Hold on, I never said I was giving you a discount.
Oh, come on. You still ended up giving me one in the end. That's super nice of you. Thanks to you, we each only paid $3 for food and drinks tonight. Can't beat that.
Yeah, well, let's make this the last time you cause a scene demanding a family discount. When you start shouting about it in the middle of the place, it disturbs other customers. And think about it. If people see one table getting a discount while they're paying full price, how do you think that makes them feel?
Excuse me? Isn't that the whole point of being family? You're telling me you're actually gonna charge your own relatives? That's pretty low, especially when that bar of yours is already overpriced as it is.
Look, sure, if you compare us to some giant chain restaurant, we can't match their prices. But we work hard to keep things as affordable as we can for a small, independently owned place.
Affordable? Please. $4 for a beer is ridiculous. Even a single dollar for that would be too much. That's straight up robbery.
If that's how you feel, then don't come to my place anymore. Go to one of those cheaper chains you like so much.
No, you're missing the point. Your place is already expensive, so the least you can do is give family a discount. Run a business like that and you'll start losing customers.
Did you not notice we were completely full tonight?
Yeah, and it's Saturday night. Of course you're gonna be full. You think that's some huge accomplishment? It's a tiny little place. What's next? Do you brag like that when you turn people away? Like, sorry, we're fully booked at the moment. Pretty impressive, right?
Alright, fine. Maybe I did sound like I was bragging just now. I'll admit, that was wrong of me. But here's the thing, I'm going to run my place my way, so please just leave it alone.
Wow, I'm only saying this for your own good, you know. But whatever. Honestly, your place wasn't anything special anyway, so maybe I just won't bother coming again.
Hey, this is the actual amount from yesterday. You use Venmo, right? Please accept the money I just sent.
Wait, what? Sorry, who is this? Martha?
No, I'm Mitch, Martha's boyfriend. She gave me your number. Sorry for just texting out of the blue without asking first.
Oh, right. You were with her at the restaurant last night.
Yeah, last night got pretty loud, and on top of that, you ended up giving us a discount. Honestly, charging us only $3 each was way too generous, so I reached out to the others who were there and had everyone pitch in $30 each instead. That's about what the bill should have been originally, right?
Yeah, wow, thank you. I really appreciate that.
Martha told me she made a scene and pushed you into giving us the discount. I'm really sorry about that. She's not a bad person, but sometimes she gets carried away.
I see. I have to admit, I'm kind of surprised. You seem like a very responsible guy.
Oh no, trust me, I'm not anything special. Honestly, I'm usually the loudest one at the table when I'm drinking. I bet you noticed that yesterday, right?
Well, yeah, I did think you were pretty loud. But it's a bar, nothing over the line, so I decided not to say anything.
Exactly, I can get rowdy, sure, but still, getting that annoying and then walking away with a huge discount? That didn't sit right with me. You have to draw the line somewhere, you know?
I get it. Well, in that case, I'll gladly accept the money.
No, really, I'm the one who's grateful. Your place is amazing, the food was great, the drinks were strong, and the prices are already super reasonable. I definitely want to come back. Oh, but probably without Martha next time. Don't want to cause trouble for you again.
Thank you. I'll look forward to having you again.
One more thing, though. Would you mind not telling Martha about this? If she finds out I paid the full price, she'll probably give me hell for it. It'll just turn into a whole thing.
Got it. Honestly, I'd rather avoid the drama too.
Oh, and by the way, you don't have to be so formal with me. I'm only 21, so I'm fine if you talk to me casually.
I don't know. We've only just met.
Yeah, but I'm dating your sister-in-law. It's basically normal to be casual, right? Besides, I'm probably gonna be relying on you for something soon.
Relying on me? What do you mean?
Wait, Martha didn't tell you? We're going on a trip together soon, and she said you'd be watching her kid while we're gone.
She never mentioned that.
Seriously? Wow. Okay, I'll make sure she reaches out to you about it. Sorry if this ends up being a hassle.
It's fine, honestly. Hearing this from you makes me feel a little better. You seem responsible enough. If you're around, I'm not as worried.
Glad to hear that. And next time, talk to me casually, okay? No need for all the polite stuff.
Hey, sorry about leaving my kid in your backseat. Thanks for watching him for a whole week. The trip was amazing.
Wait, what? What are you even talking about?
I mean, you took care of Sam for me, right? Seriously, you're a lifesaver. You're like a total saint.
No, I honestly have no idea what you're talking about right now.
Come on, I left Sam in the backseat of your car, remember? Don't tell me you didn't even notice.
Martha, I don't even own a car.
What?
You're scaring me right now. Where exactly did you leave Sam? Are you saying you put him in some stranger's car?
No, I mean, I thought it was your car. It was parked in what I thought was your driveway.
We don't even have a driveway. That parking lot you're talking about, that belongs to the property next door. It's a monthly rental lot for the apartment building across the street.
You've got to be kidding me. Oh God, what do I do now? Wait, this is a crime, isn't it? Does this make me a criminal?
You're worried about that right now? Call the police, now!
But if I call the police, I'll get in trouble. I didn't do it on purpose. It was an accident.
Which is exactly why you need to call them. If it was an accident, they need to know immediately. Stop worrying about yourself. This is your kid we're talking about.
But it wasn't on purpose.
I don't care. I'm calling the police myself.
Wait! If you do that, make sure you tell them I didn't do it on purpose. Please, tell them I feel horrible about it, that I'm really sorry.
Fine, but first, do you remember anything about the car you left Sam in?
It was dark, so I'm not totally sure, but it was red. Pretty nice car, too. The doors were unlocked, so I just assumed that meant it was fine to put Sam inside.
Why on earth would you think that? Unbelievable. Okay, I think I found a red car parked over here. I don't see Sam inside, though.
Wait, if he's not in the car, that means someone rescued him, right?
God, I hope so. The police are already on it. They're checking right now. I'm going to try and find the owner of this car and see if they know anything. In the meantime, you need to call the police yourself and tell them what you did.
Okay, I'll call them.
Sophia, I'm seriously so sorry. I can't believe Martha actually left Sam in a car.
Why didn't you contact me yourself? You know there was always a chance Martha might just forget to tell me or avoid it altogether.
You're right, absolutely. Martha told me she'd already given you the date and details, so I took her at her word. I shouldn't have.
Yeah, well, sounds like she just said that and then pushed it off until she forgot entirely.
Yeah, well, sounds like she just said that and then pushed it off until she forgot entirely.
At least we were lucky the owner of the car happened to be working nearby. If Sam had been left in there overnight, it could have been bad. They said he was only left there for about 30 minutes, but still, that's 30 minutes too long.
Yeah, even thinking about what could have happened if he'd been left longer makes me sick.
You realize there's no way they'll release him back to a mother who left him in a stranger's car, right? So, what's going to happen next?
I've already contacted Martha's parents and asked them to come here. They'll be the ones to take him in for now.
Good. I'm glad to hear that. Your in-laws are responsible people. I trust they'll do the right thing.
They're furious with her. Honestly, this might be the last straw. I wouldn't be surprised if they cut her off completely after today.
Can't say I'd blame them. She did something unforgivable. And look, I know you're not Sam's father, but when you're dating someone with a kid, you've got to take some responsibility too.
You're absolutely right. I've decided I'm gonna break up with Martha. It's gonna be hard to say goodbye to Sam, but if her parents are taking him, I wouldn't get to see him anyway. Knowing he'll be with people who actually care for him, that makes it easier.
All right, just focus on getting him handed over safely.
Will do. And, I've gotta say, I like that you've been talking to me more casually.
Oh, right. I'd forgotten about that.
Guess when you're fired up about something, you naturally drop the formal tone. Honestly, I think it's a great look for you.
What? Seriously? This is not the kind of situation you should be joking about.
Sorry, I didn't mean it like that. I'll be more careful.
Hey, things have gotten way worse than I thought. My parents just told me they're cutting me off completely.
I mean, I don't know what you expected. What you did was incredibly serious. You need to seriously think about your actions and change.
I get that I messed up, but was it really necessary for you to call the police?
What? Of course I had to call the police. In a situation like that, what else was I supposed to do?
Well, I mean, we found the car owner quickly, didn't we? So why even involve the cops if it was already sorted?
I don't care that you found the car owner. In that moment, you had to call the police first. You don't sit around waiting and hoping things get fixed. You take action.
Did you even consider how this is affecting me? Because of your decision to call the police, I've lost everything.
Wait, what? What are you talking about?
Mitch said he's breaking up with me. My parents are cutting me off, so I won't have any financial support anymore. How am I supposed to get by now?
Are you seriously blaming me for your mess? Your parents were only helping with Sam's expenses, his child support. They weren't paying for your life.
It's the same thing. I'm a single mother trying to make it work, and I've been doing my best.
And whose fault is it that you're a single mother? You cheated on your husband. That's why your marriage ended. And let's not forget, he was sick. He couldn't take care of Sam alone.
I've been struggling with that ever since. I was pregnant, taking care of a sick husband, and raising a kid. Can you really blame me for making a mistake and having an affair?
I understand it was hard, but you have to face the fact that what happened to Sam was your fault. You got too caught up in your own mess, and now look where we are.
If you hadn't called the cops and blown everything out of proportion, this wouldn't have escalated like this.
You're seriously asking me why I called the police? Look, I did it for Sam. If you were in my shoes, wouldn't you do everything in your power to keep your kid safe?
He would have been fine without the police involvement. You didn't need to escalate it this far.
That's just hindsight. Without the police, we might not have found him. You need to stop blaming others and start looking at your own decisions.
You think you're so perfect, don't you? You have no idea what I'm going through right now, and yet you're acting like you're the one who has everything figured out.
I'm done listening to this. I'm sorry, but Steven and I are cutting ties with you.
Wait, Steven too? You can't just decide that for him.
He found out about everything while he was on a business trip. Right now, he's too upset to even think straight, but he's made it clear that he doesn't want to see you again.
Are you kidding me? I didn't mean to leave Sam behind. Why is everyone ganging up on me like this?
I've been telling you this for a while. It's the consequences of your actions. Why can't you just admit that?
Fine, maybe part of it is my fault, but it's your actions that made everything worse. I'll make sure I get back at you for this. You'll regret this.
What? You think threatening me will make things better?
I saw the group message. Just stop already! Trying to get revenge on Sophia, that's completely out of line!
Huh? You're the one who betrayed me, aren't you? Oh, I almost forgot. Guess I have to kick you out of the friend group then.
Fine, kick me out if you want. I was planning on leaving anyway. Looks like everyone's on the same page, too.
Wait, what? Why is everyone leaving?
Because everyone's fed up with you, and they're especially disgusted by this whole revenge idea against Sophia. It's messed up. They're done with it and want nothing to do with you anymore.
What? Why is everyone betraying me? Just the other day, I helped you guys get a discount on the drinks.
Yeah, but after that, we all chipped in to cover the actual cost of the drinks.
What?
You think we were okay with you getting that massive discount without anyone else knowing? Each person only paid like $3 to cover it, and that's not even fair! We knew you pushed for that discount, but honestly, it left us all feeling uncomfortable!
What? Why didn't you just tell me? Why do it behind my back?
We knew you wouldn't listen anyway. The truth is, you're not as trusted as you think you are. Even the people closest to you have been saying things about your behavior. You need to face the reality of the situation and reflect on what you've done.
What's wrong with all of you? Fine, whatever. You're not my friends anyway. And you're not my boyfriend anymore. I'm done with you.
We've already broken up, haven't we?
Shut up! I was the one who ended it. You're the one who's pathetic for losing someone like me.
Yeah, I guess.
Are you serious right now? You still can't calm down even after a whole night?
You ruined my life. You deserve to ruin your own business, too. I mean, look at this. All the glass is shattered. There's no way you can run your shop now.
You had a group reservation for lunch today, didn't you? How are you going to take responsibility for that?
Huh? That's the shop's responsibility, not mine. I'm not involved at all. What? Are you planning on blaming me for a typhoon hitting next?
You're such a child.
What? Calling me a child is slander. That's pretty harsh, don't you think? I'm really hurt by that. By the way, do you have any proof that I broke the glass?
Huh? You said it yourself. You said you were going to destroy everything.
No, I said it should be destroyed. I never said I did it. I never once claimed that I broke anything.
Well, there's a security camera outside the store, so your actions are definitely on tape.
Oh, really? But what if that security camera is broken?
What?
The camera's dangling down, the lens is cracked. Maybe a bird got to it.
Don't mess with me.
Don't take your anger out on me. Maybe the bird broke the glass and the camera, too.
Oh, really? It sure sounds like you're describing a bird that looks a lot like you.
Huh? What are you even talking about? What is this video? Who sent this to you?
It just got sent to my phone. It's a video showing you from the blind spot of our security camera sneaking around and breaking the window glass. The whole thing is captured on tape, proof of everything you did.
No way! Who could have sent this? Actually, I know exactly who it must be. I can't believe it! How dare they!
It doesn't matter who sent it. What matters is that with this video, I can press charges. You can't hide from this anymore. There's no way out. You might as well just accept it and turn yourself in.
What? No way! You think you can just use this against me like that?
You've got no defense. This video shows everything, your face, and the exact moment you went over there and smashed the glass.
I don't know what to say. I can't believe this is happening. This is insane.
You should have thought of that before you destroyed everything. You've got no excuses now. The video speaks for itself. You're cornered. You don't even have a way to explain yourself. This is over for you.
Damn it, this is messed up. Are you seriously messing with me right now? Why do you keep getting in my way?
Because that was way over the line! It's straight up criminal behavior! What you did is way too much! You can't just get away with that!
Well, if that's the case, then why didn't you stop me? Why are you sneaking around and recording me instead of just confronting me?
I never thought you'd go as far as breaking the security system and smashing the windows! I tried to stop you, but as soon as I showed up, you ran off!
What the hell? Why all of a sudden are you pretending to be the hero? This isn't who you are. You used to be the type to laugh and enjoy things like this with me.
I'll admit I have my flaws, but there's no way I'm gonna let something like leaving a baby in a car or blaming someone else for it slide. I'm not gonna let you get away with ruining someone's life or damaging their stuff out of pure spite. That's twisted and I won't stand for it.
You're lying. You don't actually care about that. There's something else going on here, isn't there? You've got some reason to play the hero now, haven't you?
I don't need a reason to do what's right. Doing the right thing doesn't need justification.
Oh, I get it now. You like her, don't you? That's why you're playing the hero and are trying to get close to her, aren't you?
Yeah, so what? What's the problem with that?
You're admitting it way too easily. It's pathetic. You know she's married to my brother, right?
Yeah, I know, but he's out on a business trip, isn't he? That means I still have a shot, right?
You think this petty little reason is enough for me to be betrayed like this?
I'm not gonna let anyone hurt her. I'll stand by her no matter what. And if you've got any decency left, you'll turn yourself into the police.
Ugh, this is all getting so stupid.
Hey, stop ignoring my messages. Where are you right now? You're going to take full responsibility for this, you hear me?
Fine, I get it. You want an apology, right? So here it is. I'll apologize. But honestly, I'm so over this. I don't even care anymore.
Oh, really? If you're done with it, then let's get some lawyers involved and settle this properly. We'll get it sorted once and for all.
How did this even happen? Why did it all go this far?
You still don't get it, do you? This is all your fault. You messed up, and you need to face the consequences.
I know it's my fault, but if Mitch had just been on my side...
He's too good for you. He's so much more decent than you ever were. That video, that proof, it's all because of him. Honestly, I'm glad he was there. He's the one who did the right thing.
He's just after you! I saw the way he looked at you when we went to your store together. When he asked about those messages, I should have known something was off.
Oh, really? Why was he asking about the messages? You told him about that note in the bathroom, right? You know, the one with my personal number on it. He asked you to give it to him so he could start talking with me.
He's just lying to you. Don't fall for it. He's not this amazing guy you think he is. He's been divorced. He has no money, and he's a total idiot. Don't kid yourself into thinking he's any better than you.
Well, I think he's still better than you, but why are you telling me all this now?
I'm telling you because I don't want him to win. I don't want you thinking you can keep using me. Look, I'm trying to make things right. I want you to forgive me. Can you do that?
Huh?
I've calmed down. I've told you about Mitch's real intentions. I'm even willing to help fix the store and make things right. All I'm asking is for you to forgive me.
No, I'm not doing that. I can't have you anywhere near the store again.
What?
Come on, you've already said the store isn't even that great, right? You were done with it. You said you weren't coming back, so why would I let you come back now?
I never said I was done with it. I'm trying to fix everything, to make up for what happened. But it's like you don't even care. You don't understand how serious this is.
It's not about caring. It's about respecting boundaries. You crossed the line and you expect me to just forget about it? No way! You think everything can be fixed with an apology and helping with the store?
I know I messed up, but I'm trying to make it right. Just let me fix this.
You can't fix what's broken. You can't erase what's already happened. The damage is done and there's no going back.
Why are you being like this? You're not even listening to me.
Because I can't trust you anymore. You've proven that you can't be trusted. It's not about the store. It's about everything else you've done. And that's something I can't just forgive. After much reflection, I made the decision to consult with a lawyer and take legal action against Martha. This wasn't a decision I made lightly, but the betrayal, the deceit, and the emotional toll she had taken on me and my family had left me with little choice. The weight of it all was becoming unbearable, and the only way I felt I could regain some semblance of control was by holding her accountable for the damage she had done. I wasn't looking for revenge. I simply needed to make sure she understood that actions have consequences, and that the life she had built off lies could no longer continue unchecked. At first, Martha seemed to show remorse. She agreed to pay for the damages, the alimony, and everything else that had been owed to me, but it quickly became clear that this wasn't going to be easy for her. The sum was astronomical, and it wasn't something she could just pull out of thin air. Her once comfortable life had evaporated, leaving her facing a mountain of debt and very little means of paying it off. As the legal proceedings dragged on, the reality of her situation became increasingly grim. She was forced to face the full weight of her wrongdoings, and I couldn't help but feel a little bit of satisfaction in knowing that, at least, she was starting to understand the consequences of what she had done. But while she was dealing with her financial burdens, her personal life was also unraveling. Martha, who had once relied so heavily on her family, found herself utterly alone. Her relatives, who had been there for her in the past, could no longer tolerate her actions and had cut ties with her completely. She had burned every bridge she could, and now she had no one to turn to for help. It wasn't just the money that was gone, but also her support system, her safety net, the people who had once been there for her in her time of need. They too had grown tired of her selfishness, of her lies, and of her inability to take responsibility for her actions. As I heard more about her situation, I couldn't help but feel some empathy for her. It's hard to imagine what it would be like to lose everything, like your family, your friends, your financial stability, all in the span of a few months. I could see that the reality of her situation was beginning to hit her. And I did wonder if, in the quiet moments of her day, she reflected on the choices that led her here. But at the same time, I couldn't let myself forget what she had done. The damage she had caused was too great, and the hurt too deep for me to ever fully forgive her. Martha's life had turned into one of constant struggle. She was forced to take on multiple jobs just to make ends meet. I heard from a few mutual acquaintances that she was working herself to the bone and that her days had been filled with long hours and very little pay. It was a far cry from the life of ease she had once enjoyed, but it was the result of the choices she had made. As she worked, she had to carry the burden of her debt, both financial and emotional. I can't imagine the toll it took on her, physically and mentally. She had no one to lean on, and she had no one to share the burden with. All she had left were her own efforts to survive. It must have been exhausting for her, not just physically, but emotionally as well. Living under the constant weight of guilt, regret, and isolation must have been difficult to bear. Yet, I couldn't bring myself to feel sorry for her. The choices she had made were hers alone. No one had forced her to deceive me, to tear apart the life I had worked so hard to build. And now, she had to deal with the fallout of those choices. As for me, life was moving forward in a different direction. I had continued to work hard and focus on my career. The strain of the past was behind me, and I had finally been able to achieve some sense of financial stability. The burden of supporting my family, especially with the constant pressure of paying debts and sending money, had been lifted. For the first time in a long time, I felt like I had the freedom to focus on my own life, on my own future. I wasn't just surviving anymore, I was thriving. I had been able to build a successful business, one that allowed me to support myself without relying on anyone else. The financial relief I felt was profound. No longer did I have to worry about how I would pay the bills, or if I would have enough money to make ends meet. For the first time in years, I was in control of my life, and it felt amazing. Part of what had helped me through this difficult time was the estrangement from my family. It was a decision I had been forced to make. While I had always hoped that things would improve, it became clear that the toxic relationship I had with them could no longer continue. The manipulation, the lies, and the constant disappointments had been too much to bear. I had to let go. It was a difficult decision, but it was the right one. Sometimes, cutting ties with people who bring you nothing but pain is the only way to heal and move forward. While I no longer had the full support of my own family, besides my husband, I was not truly alone. Doug, my uncle, had been a pillar of support for me. He was someone I could trust, someone who had always believed in me, even when I didn't believe in myself. Doug had stepped in when I needed someone to confide in, when I needed guidance. He was there for me when no one else was, and I will be forever grateful for that. Now, as I continue to rebuild my life, I realize just how much I owe to Doug. He was there for me when I was at my lowest, and it's because of his support that I've been able to rise above the challenges I faced. I'm committed to repaying him for all that he's done for me, and I will continue to work hard to make him proud. I owe him everything. Life is far from perfect, and there are still many challenges ahead, but I am stronger now than I have ever been. The lessons I have learned through all of this have made me more resilient, more focused, and more determined than ever. I will continue to build my future on my own terms, and I will never again allow someone like Martha to have the power to affect my happiness. In the end, I believe that everything happens for a reason. While I wouldn't wish the pain I've gone through on anyone, I know that it has shaped me into the person I am today, and I am proud of who I have become. I may have lost a lot along the way, but I've gained so much more. I've gained strength, independence, and the freedom to live my life without fear of what others think. As for Martha, I hope she learns from this. I hope she realizes the importance of honesty and integrity, and the damage that can be caused when we betray those who trust us. I hope that she finds a way to rebuild her life, but I also know that it's not my responsibility to fix her. That's something she will have to do on her own. After everything that has transpired, I can't help but reflect on how far I've come. The pain, the betrayal, the struggles, they have all shaped me into someone who is stronger, more focused, and much more self-aware. I've learned so much from the mistakes others have made, and I've learned just as much from my own. It hasn't been an easy journey, but the lessons I've gained are invaluable. And they have ultimately helped me create a life that is built on my own terms. One of the biggest realizations I had during this time was how important it is to take control of your own destiny. No one else is going to build the life you want for you, and no one else is going to pick up the pieces when everything falls apart. When I was dealing with Martha's betrayal, I kept hoping that someone would swoop in to save me, to make everything better, but I realized that I had to be the one to save myself. I had to dig deep, find the strength within me, and take charge of my own life. It was a difficult lesson, but it was one that has served me well since. At first, I was angry and resentful. I felt betrayed not only by Martha, but by the people who had enabled her behavior and allowed the situation to spiral out of control. But the anger was a weight I couldn't carry forever. I realized that if I held on to that anger, it would consume me. It would prevent me from moving forward, from building a future for myself. So I made the choice to let it go. It wasn't easy, and it didn't happen overnight, but gradually I found a sense of peace in letting go of the bitterness and resentment. I knew I couldn't change what had happened, but I could change how I reacted to it. The decision to pursue legal action against Martha was also a turning point for me. It wasn't about getting back at her, it was about standing up for myself. It was about taking control and ensuring that the damage she had caused would not go unaddressed. Yes, it was painful to go through the process, and it brought up a lot of negative emotions, but in the end, it was the right decision. I realized that by taking action, I was not just protecting my own interests. I was showing myself that I was worthy of respect. I wasn't going to let anyone walk all over me anymore. Martha's situation, while sad, became a reminder for me of what happens when we fail to take responsibility for our actions. She was given a chance over and over again, but she chose to squander it. In the end, her inability to own up to her mistakes and learn from them led to her downfall, and while I can feel empathy for her circumstances, I also know that she has to face the consequences of her choices. She can no longer blame others for her problems. The reality is that we all make choices in life, and those choices lead us down certain paths. Some of those paths are difficult, and some are full of regret, but in the end, we are the ones responsible for where we end up. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.